Can I just read it? Can I just read
Yes.
it? You're right, dear Guruji. I am too ashamed and afraid to speak to you. I don't know how to observe with detachment. I don't know how to be aware that I am aware. I still see this I identity as real. Please help me. It's very honest thing. I wish people would write more like this and just to say, because some people they hold back and they don't say. So I appreciate that you can say it, because I can kind of have a chance to share with you in a simple way. I don't know how to observe detachment. Actually, we're observing with detachment on many things, if they don't matter to you. You understand? If things don't matter to you, you still see them, but you're not distracted by them. Everybody's same thing, same thing. Huh? So that's the first part. There is no such thing as not observing with attachment. If suppose everything you see, every situation you had to remember it's just alive in you, we'll be completely crazy. Nobody can do. There is the mechanism of our true natural state. It's working all the time to like you can walk through here, walk up there. You don't have to notice every step. You don't notice everything. You meet a person and say, hi, hello, good morning, pass. You don't have to retain that. So a natural detachment is functioning inside us, It's already there now, detachment. If we were not able to detach, and yet we are perceiving, we would be in trouble, So, first of all, know that it's natural that you meet people. It's the things that matter to you that you start to become more attached to, like as meaning, and so I have to remember this thing, and So it's almost like we take a kind of photograph in some kind of way inside that matters, so then become important, So. Like this, when you say, I don't know how to observe with detachment, if I say, but you're doing it anyway with many things. If I were to walk through from the front to the back here, and I say to everybody, as we're walking through, be detached from everything, then it becomes a problem, because it turned it into a strangeness. Because naturally you're detached from things. You come to satsang, and I'm teaching you something much more powerful, and to bring awareness to something that's already natural for you. But I want it to be natural for you, even with things that matter.
Yes, that's my problem.
Yeah. It's a problem for everybody.
Yeah.
So, when things don't matter, no problem. You don't even have to say, I'm going to be detached from that. You don't even have to say that. You don't have to think. You just senses, eyes, life. You meet these things. You just move through them. You retain your peace. But about the things that you say matter, and what makes them matter. Let's slow down a bit and say, what makes some things matter? It's an open question for me. What they matter? Some relationship, some concepts like, okay, this is family, this is my job, this is my relationship, and these things matter. So if somebody else's relationship has a problem, it's no problem for you. But if you have a relationship problem, it matters for you. So what is this thing that I'm talking about to observe with detachment? It's just a little step further than what I say you walk through. You're naturally detached anyway. What I'm asking about learning to observe with detachment is to bring that detachment, because whatever you see, nothing sticks actually. Naturally, but when things matter, with your relationship, what you want, your work, and so on, it creates a structure in your mind and you have to take care of that. No? So I'm not going into all of these things. I'm saying that, okay, what is attachment is I want you to be aware of a space within you which is not changed by whatever is happening around you. It's alive, it's not dead, but it's not attached to the outcome of things so deeply. I don't know if I'm putting it right. I'm trying to find an example.
I feel like there is no space. It's just all mind and identity.
If you're able to see mind, you must be looking from some place that's not mind. This is true for everybody. It's just you're not aware of it. That is like that. Actually, what I'm saying is actually so powerfully true for you when you're aware of it, you know. And largely, the teachings and the practice of what we do here is to make you more aware of something about you that you're not so aware of for everybody. You see, and because we're not aware in the place that you should be aware of your inmost being, you know, you can't see that. That's the other thing. Everything else you can see. Every relationship, every object you can see. Every thought you can remember, you can think. They're all called other. Everything, you know, you can see. But yourself you cannot see. You get that?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can say, oh, you know, this is my body, this is my ring, this is my house, this is my car, my. This belongs to me. My. Everything belongs to you. This is my family. This is my mother. This is my house. This is my country. This is my passport. This is my birth certificate. You know? All my, meaning they belong to you. But can you say, this is my, this is my me? You can't say, this is my me. Why?
Because I cannot see this.
Yeah, yes. So because you can't see it, does it mean it's not there?
No.
Right. So there's something in the world, everything you can see, but something you cannot see. Everything you can see, but something you cannot see. And yet you cannot deny that it is real. Isn't it? You know you are. Now, I'm going to zoom in a little bit closer in this feeling that, yes, I know I am. This thing which you cannot see, that you say you know, it is here. I mean, it's the first fact, because if it's not here, nothing else is here. Isn't it? But it cannot be seen, yeah? Okay, so we are back to this point. Everything you can see, everything, your thoughts, feelings, objects, people, your feelings, all of these things you can see. You can even see the quality of your sight, isn't it? So if you went to the optician and he says, can you tell me something, why you come here? He said, actually, I'm not able to see or focus on things so well. He said, in both eyes? He said, no, in the right eye. Okay, tell me something. He said, in the left eye, I can say maybe 80% of what it should be, but in the right eye, it's like about 50. So something must be seeing sight, isn't it? The capacity is there. You don't have to ask anybody. You can see, yeah, something is aware of even the sight is not functioning well. So something must be behind even the sight. Okay? You're also aware of feelings, emotion, sense of time. Somebody said yesterday something happened. You're aware of what that means. Everything you're aware of. Everything you can see. But yourself, can you see? Why? Your body you can see.
Why?
Your body you can see. You can see your smile. You can see your body. You can see everything. But yourself is seeing your body yourself. Why not?
Because something is aware of.
Yeah, something is aware
of the body.
Yeah. That something which is aware of the body cannot be seen. You're saying, no?
Yeah.
Can it be, it can see sickness? It can know, I'm not feeling well. I'm not feeling, it knows emotion. I'm feeling a little bit, a bit uncomfortable. It sees everything. But itself it cannot see. You're saying, no? Yeah. Why can it see everything but it cannot see itself?
This I don't know.
This which cannot, you can see everything but you cannot see yourself. This which you cannot see, yet you cannot deny, this is yourself. That everything you can see, your feelings, thoughts, the function of intellect, everything you can see. But that which is seeing them, you say, I can see. It's sort of, the word I represent this thing. But it cannot be seen. Even your mother can come and say, darling, it's nice to see you. What is the you that she's seeing?
Body.
The body, and she's seeing her affection, her memory of you. All this you can put to become you. You say, darling, it's so nice. Where have you been? I haven't seen you for a long time. So whatever somebody's saying, I can see you. It's good to see you. Where you been? You put on some weight or you lost some weight. All of this is to do with what?
Appearance.
Your form and appearance, okay. So can she see you? Can you see you? Is that scary?
No, it's not scary, but it's something is missing or feels like.
Okay, take a moment and think about what's missing. You cannot see your true self. I also cannot see my true self. Why? Because it's not an object. It's not even a thought.
But you say to stay as this, but...
Well, okay, thank you. I say to stay as this. Why? Because, first of all, you imagine something else to be yourself. You call yourself a woman, a daughter, you're from this country, my parents, whatever like this. So we're used to associating some quality that represents you, okay? But really, you're earlier than this in the purity, no? The one that is aware, that says, you're talking on the phone, I'm 27 years old, I've got 2 children, I'm married, I live in this place. That one, okay, is what?
Person.
Is the person. Yeah. Is the person and the self, the true self, is the same thing?
No.
Does that bring a feeling of discomfort? No. Because there's nothing you have to do to know that. You something know. And yet most people, I would say, in the world have not even looked like this. They have not even thought about this. Because your world starts with your person. If I employ you, I look at you, come at an interview, I say, yes, just tell me about yourself. Say, I studied this in university, I've lived in South Africa for a while, I've traveled. The information cannot be you. It's about your person. which is what is the person?
This identity, this...
Yes, yes. Can you see the identity person?
Yeah.
What it look like?
Some tightness.
Yeah.
Some attachment to
Yeah.
ideas.
Yes. Yes. Attachment to some ideas. Okay. But the person is also idea.
This is a problem because it really feels real. So
Yes.
yeah.
Because it is the feeling I in you, this I, that says, yeah, I see, I think, I did that. Who is the I that think we're not sure if it's the person or the real self? I want, yes, I know. Who is the I that knows? Is it personal or impersonal?
Personal.
It's personal.
Yeah.
Okay, good. What sees it's impersonal?
I don't know.
I
know it's something is seen, but...
Yeah, yes, it's the same answer. You've given the answer already. It cannot be seen. So this is the most important discovery, because until you really realize this and know this, you take yourself to be an object perceiving other object, the object being your person. And it's okay. It's okay. God made it like that, that we would also be projected into the world of thought and feeling and association and say, this is me, for a while. But with this I that works as the person, its world and itself is never stable, because it has an identity. Is the identity of the person always stable? No. But it tries with everything to try and to share that it is stable, because stable means it's wise, it's real, it's dependable, it's consistent. No, I'm just talking this through. No, but I'm pointing to a deeper knowing behind this person that knows the person, that sees the person. Okay, that which is aware of the person. You with me? Is it attached to the person, or is the person attached to it? Take a moment.
It is not attached.
It's not attached. Does it suffer from not being attached? But I had to question you for you to recede to that place to say, it's not attached. Because where we are functioning normally is from the identity of the person, which is attached, which likes and dislikes, who wants and don't want, who thinks this and thinks that, and very much is in the function of perceiving and living. No? So what I'm sharing is that that's okay. But if you only are aware of yourself as a person, with its world, you will never be totally happy, because it's not stable. Today, I'm so happy, I'm so so one. Tomorrow, I see you, like, I say, Mia, what's up? It's okay, I don't want to talk about it. Who is it who's speaking? Person, no? What does the self say? What is the real self? Is it important at all? No. Is the self important? It's not important. No. Okay. So does that mean that it's no good? It's not significant? The self is not important? It's not important. Okay. So what's the purpose of it existing then? If other things after it is important, like the person, personal identity is important, personal world is important, personal attachment is important, but the one before all of this come, which cannot be removed, no? Can the self be killed? No. And you say, I'm quite liking it actually, it's not important. Okay? is important?
I feel this exercise is important to
Yes.
do.
Why is it important, the exercise?
To stabilize this.
Yeah. Is it the self, the inmost self, that has to stabilize, or something else has to stabilize?
Something else.
Right. Why does it need to stabilize? There's something else.
Because to not get pulled into identity.
Yes.
Yeah.
What is it that gets pulled into identity? Is it the self?
No,
attention. Attention gets pulled. So attention is very important.
Yeah.
When the attention gets pulled into identity, what knows it most deeply? The attention, the mind, the person, or the inmost self?
The self, the inmost self.
The self. Does it suffer? No. Still, it's important, because every time the attention goes out and forgets itself, it forgets where it comes from.
Yeah.
Every time the attention goes out, gets involved in its projections, it causes some pain. It creates a kind of a world. It creates emotion. It creates ups and downs like this. And something is troubled by that. Maybe the person is troubled by that.
Yeah.
And in our world, everything is due to the person. It's the person that takes another person to court. It's the person that wins or loses. What about the self?
Nothing.
Is it important to know this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so when we speak about, I'll come back to your letter now, you say, I don't know how to observe with detachment. Does the self need to know how to observe with detachment? Why?
It doesn't need anything.
It doesn't need anything. Yet everything is known to it. The play of the mind or it knows, but it's not impacted upon.
No.
There is a link between the sense of the person and the inner self.
Yeah.
Yeah. When the person who cannot exist without the inner self, when it gets into states of confusion and pain, okay, if it doesn't realize its root as the inner self, it goes floating off.
Yes,
trouble can come, mental problem can come, sickness can come, anger can come, fear come, everything come. So it's very important that this personal sense become aware of its root.
Yes, and when I try to do this exercise, I cannot come to this.
Who is doing the exercise?
Yes, it's the mind and the
mind is
person
doing.
and the one who wants to stop suffering.
Right.
Yeah.
What knows this? What is aware of this? Is it the person mind or the inner self?
The inner self.
Yeah. Is the inner self troubled? Still, the exercise is good, because this is the real yoga. Yoga means the coming together into oneness, where the sense of the person has to rediscover its root. The person cannot live by itself, even when it's not aware of the self. It still comes from the self. You see. So largely, the human expression of the consciousness self is self-aware as a person. And so it can go for lifetimes in the human lifetime, living the person, because it's a big world, it's dreams, and I have to go do this, and I like this, I don't like that, and and maybe life after life. This life I love ice cream, I'll die for ice cream. Next life I can't stand ice cream. There's nothing consistent about it, except that it cannot exist without the real self. And it has intelligence also. So when it happens to this personal self, for some reason, it's being attracted to find out. Maybe it suffers enough in the world, and it wants to find a solution for it. And the only solid solution is to discover where it comes from, and that where it comes from and itself are one. That's what the search of life is. Because all the beings who are not aware of this oneness with the self, all of them suffer. All have problem. You see? So this is the purpose of satsanga, is that the consciousness in the form of a person becomes attracted to its root and not just attracted to the world in front of it. And so this exercise like detachment, meaning that whatever is going on, to go in the world, to do the this and self-image, self-assessments, all of this is a play of the mind. It's mind states, no? And it has to realize that all states, okay, are changeful, okay, and that it can witness them, it can observe them, okay, without being them. In fact, you can only observe something because you're not it, actually. And that, as there's a capacity even in the person to observe, and in observing them, it knows that it's not them. And that characteristic is like its parent. You see, the person, the characteristic of looking and realizing that whatever I see is only an impression, a thought, and a feeling, but it's not what I am. That's called awakening. It's waking up to the fact that nothing out here that comes through the mind or the senses, nothing of there can be fundamental to me. All of it is changing. And even myself as the person who is looking and knowing this, okay, it's like on the verge of this way world, this way into the abyss of the self. Because it has a capacity that when it looks and it's not identified with what it sees or what it experiences, okay, and each thing is come like life is saying this thing and this thing, and it's saying, no, it's not this. It's not this. What I am is not this. As it keeps doing that, it naturally comes back to its original self-awareness. And I say self-awareness, non-dual self-awareness, like not one thing, not a divided union, but a harmony. It comes back into realize, but here, nothing is happening to me. When I go into the mind, into identity, then happenings becomes relevant. But if I even can observe and be aware of even my person, which is like my person is like the what you call this, the binoculars that sees the world, okay? But the person who sees the world is also seen from the place of the self. When it knows this, it's coming back into conscious harmony. That's all the thing of detachment is. You don't have to kill anything, it's understanding. The realization of the self is a journey of understanding, and understanding your misunderstanding. So it's simple. It might, unless we get it, you might see it's the most complex thing. Why? Because you're not used to doing it. You're looking, each one used to looking forward, looking outward. Even sometimes when you think we're looking inward into our mind, it's still outward from the inner self.
Yeah, this happens a lot because I go in, but then it's the body.
Yeah.
I cannot.
Or the body mind. You're in the body mind. But something behind that knows this thing. The mind cannot make an ultimate realization without becoming the realization. The mind or the person cannot come to ultimate realization and remain independent of that realization. The more it becomes aware, the more it finds it is, not that it has. And this is a very significant thing. Nobody can have the realization and be somebody who has realization. What it means is that the idea of yourself as being only the person, subsides again, and it is seen as also the most subtle object. This subtle object of a person is behaving like a subject, and that everything in this world is the object. But to the self, it also is the first object. The first object shines as this feeling, I am here. You know, Mia, yeah, I'm here. What it means, I am here. The reference normally is, look, I'm here, I'm over here. Okay, and this is okay, this is normal, this is the only place where language can exist in that way. The language is for the sense of the person having relationship with what it likes or dislikes. Okay? Actually, there's nothing wrong with this, ultimately, because even as you wake up again to realize that whatever happens, it's seen from this place, but this place cannot be seen. And that really, I can only really be this place. Then when you really know this, the dynamic expression of this, which is like of being a person and that can still play, but it won't have that delusion in it.
Yes, this delusion needs to go.
No, it needs to be understood.
Yeah.
It doesn't go. Why it needs to be go? Because you are combining it with your identity, and it hurts. Like, no. But all this now, you're going to see all of this are constructs of the mind. And the self is just a psychological portrait of the mind, of the person. But the inner being, which has no shape, you can't identify as, I found the inner being. You can never do that. Because anything you can do that with is an object in the perception. You got it, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. So prove your problem. Go on. You see, you will need to sit with this more and more. Yeah. Because it's like shape-shifting, you know? 1 minute you think you're looking, and next minute you're involved, invested, no? Yeah. Okay. Don't get angry about this, because it's going to happen because it's been happening for lifetimes. So let it happen, it's okay. Just keep seeing, but wait a minute, this can be seen also. The most intimate is also an object of perception. The most intimate, because intimate means at least two. If there's not two, there's no intimate. Can you be confused, in the light of what I'm sharing?
No.
Thank you. But you can be aware of confusion.
Yeah.
If you can be aware of confusion without identifying with confusion, are you cheating?
No.
Very good. So let's start again from the beginning. What's your problem?
That when I do this exercise, I believe I need to find something.
I being what? Qualify your status. Yeah. When you do the exercise, when the person do the exercise. Yeah. Okay. There's another word for person in this exercise. I would call it when the personalized intelligence of the truth, when the personal intelligence of God gets confused with its projections, then it's like it's lost to itself. It's like it's lost to itself. When that lost to itself becomes painful, you're on the brink of awakening. Understand? Because if you're not troubled by it, then you will not go beyond it.
Yeah, but it's just pain.
No pain, no gain, they say. You have to, it's like, in a way, you're giving birth to yourself.
Because I sit and I do, but I feel like there is no result. Then I
You
give
again,
up
who
and
is
I
sitting
come
and
back
looking, is what?
the person.
Does it matter that we are catching it like that? That
Yes.
is the person doing it? And that what the person cries about today, laughs about another moment, that it's not consistent? And even if it says, Eureka, I found the self, can it be true? No. Why not?
Because it cannot be seen, and if it, then it's just some illusion of.
So then what's the practice for?
To become aware of all these wrong idea.
Yes, yeah, that's one way we can put it. Tell me another way we can put it. That's good. I take that. To become aware of all these kind of little, distortions of understanding, to become aware of them. More subtle than that, by becoming aware of them, you become aware of what?
Of that which is seeing.
You're seeing, yeah. How can you become, be aware of it phenomenally? Can you become aware of it phenomenally? No. So therefore you become aware what?
It feels like it's just the moments of this awareness.
Yeah. It will flicker before because you're not used to it, no? You're used to, the reflex is used to going out and connecting with objects of projections and perception, no? Use that. But now I'm asking you to, all this is happening for everyone, and even the one who says, but this is happening to me and I find it frustrating, with where I'm asking you to do is to see that that also is an aspect of the mind, no? But all of these aspects, they came originally from out of this projection forward. Can you see? Yeah. And that the real opportunity is in seeing this, but still something is feeling, no, but its mind is still troubling, No, don't worry. It's troubling who? Who is the mind troubling? We can say it together after 3. 1, 2, 3.
No one.
Person. Oh, no one. Oh, you beat me to it. It's troubling no one. It's troubling no one. That's a better answer than the person. You see this?
Yeah.
Okay. So now what? Is enough or not enough?
I don't know.
Who is saying? Where this answer is coming from? I can accept it, or I can question it. I don't know. I who don't know.
It's the person.
It's the person. Yeah, you sure?
No.
It can be from the person. If you say it's from the person, then okay. Then I would say you give me one more move. But what's aware that is coming from the person?
Yes, something feels like it's not satisfied, but I should not go after
Yes,
this.
yes. This is a powerful seeing. Something feels not satisfied. That which feels not satisfied, it's personal or impersonal?
It's personal.
Personal.
Definitely.
Yeah. You see, if that gets you each time that the person goes, yeah, I know, Guruji, but can't get, who is speaking?
Person.
Yeah. So we will finish on that note.
Person. No.
Thank you. Okay. Where? What does finish mean?
Just this conversation. Finish the conversation.
The conversation can finish in its oral manifestation. It may go to be some kind of little stuff in the mind that feels like, yeah, I don't know, I had a talk with Mugji, and it was really clear, but now it's not clear, is report from?
The mind.
From the mind.
Yeah.
And is that ultimate?
No.
No. What is ultimate?
That which is aware of this.
Yes. Yes. Which is where?
It's nowhere.
The way smiling.
No.
So, you have a problem?
No.
Can you, from this place of answering, ever have a problem?
No. No.
Are you sad or happy about this?
Nothing.
Very good. More subtle than even happy. Yeah. Very good. If you go walking and the mind comes again and says, I can't remember anything about that. I'm going to try and see if I can get that mood back. Was it a mood?
No.
It's not a mood. Can you lose this? No. Can you possess this?
No.
Very good. I'm happy. Very good. So the rest I don't have to read, no? I don't know how to be aware that I am aware. I still see this I identity as real. Please help, Mia. Do we need?
No.
Very good. Can I keep it?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, throw it.
Throw it, keep it. I'm happy like this. It's a
You
good,
don't need to keep it.
because this is I call it an auspicious reaching out to clarify something. Yeah? And to that extent, it's very. I mean, it's not a game. It's not, we can say it is like a game, but it's not it's not a cynical game. It's you may say a game or a play or something that needs to happen to the human expression of consciousness when it comes to a stage where its world is not working. And I don't see it as a disaster. I see it as opportunity to look behind the scene.
Yes, yes. I want to take every opportunity to look.
Okay. Now? Right now?
Always, yeah, no.
Yeah. Okay. Do you need to look further now?
I can do. Yeah.
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 Good.
Yeah.
Thank you. Very good. And you don't need to talk to anybody about it. Just you sit with them and watch. And however tricky the mind can be, you remember, it is secondary. That which is primary is seeing that. And the mind can come in the form of thought or moods or sensation. It can appear like, confusion. It appears as identity, but it's still only appearing. can the self appear. So it causes the appearing of the mind play and the diversity, but it itself is indescribable. So at this point, I would say, sit and contemplate that. Yeah. That's all you have to do. You see, it sounds as though from what you write, somebody might think, wow, boy, I fear she's in real trouble. But for me, I think, what an opportunity. I got to find out from you. We can look together. And it's all in you. It's all you. Mm-hmm. Very good. Would you like some tea or something? Did you get something there? Or
I think I have some food waiting for
Go and eat the food now. It's cold. That's the only food that's worth eating cold right now. Thank you. Wonderful, darling. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes. See you in a bit. Okay, okay. You can walk the same road. It's fresh every time.
This thing of something is missing. When people brought to you many times, yeah, I do exercise, everything is great, but something is missing. And there was a moment also when I recognized, oh wow, I have this thought. So I really needed to look into that. And what it came to me then, that due to the habit of having a shape, it's as though something is looking for the shape within the shapeless. And this gives you an idea that something is missing.
Yes.
And then another thing that you keep telling us, can you bear your own emptiness? And it's like, it just clicked in a different way, that it's not bothers anymore when this thought comes.
We are used to possessing some phenomenal gain. So yeah, but something is missing. Sometimes I might put it, what is saying something is missing? And, you know, we're kind of end of game moment. The mind, okay, what's seeing the mind saying something is missing? Oh, I can't see that. Does that mean it doesn't exist? You see? I who can't see it, even the one who's saying I can't see it, is also seen from it. But this, we come to some time. Huh?
Could you say that again?
Even the one who is saying, I can't see what's seeing this, you see, is itself seen in this. But there is something that feels like I need a concrete conclusion. And any concrete conclusion is also just phenomenal. And this is why I say you cannot bear your own emptiness, because something is relying on a trophy. But both the trophy and the one gaining it are unreal too. That is. So it can look like it's kind of mental, okay? It's like the sword of wisdom can look like, but it's made out of cardboard. It doesn't matter what it thinks. But, yeah. This is the heart of Advaita contemplation. It is there is no next after this. You understand? Unless we go out, which is fine, but go out after. To go out during, when we are looking, something is want to escape, and say, oh, that's fine, it's okay. Someone asks, is that you? I say, kind of, because you're used to this being also mind, and so anyway, we can just stop there.
Yes.
You know? Yeah, the axe has fallen, but the head is talking. Yes, the axe is falling, but the head is talking.